Good evening, and we are on day 3 of the 48th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, live from York High School in Elmhurst, Illinois. My name is Brian Grant.
And I'm Charlie Spence. And today's matchup is between the Conant Cougars and the Dukes of York, your hosts for this Jack Tosh tournament.
Can't wait. It's about to be a thriller.
About to be a thriller. York playing in the South Gym. They don't usually play in this gym, a little bit smaller, a little bit older, a little bit more compact.
But it gets loud.
It gets loud, folks. It gets loud, and we're going to be getting loud tonight.
As you can see, the student section is showing out tonight.
Yeah, here, just listen, just listen. It's loud in here, folks. It's loud.
They're getting loud.
And something to note about this game, Conant doesn't allow a lot of points, but they don't score a lot of points either. Their best win against the Huskies of Hersey, final score was 37-26. And they recently lost to the Palatine Pirates, who just fell to Lyons Township, only 33-16. So I've been told from some sources, Conant likes to hold the ball on offense. Sounds thrilling.
Before we get into today's game, we would like to remind you that today's stream is sponsored by the following Elmhurst small businesses. Kelly Stedler of Compass Realty, Elmhurst Camera located on Spring Road, family owned and community loved. And finally, the Sutter Law Group for all your personal injury and defense litigation. York Sports Network thanks all of our amazing sponsors.
I don't know about you, Brian, but I just love Sutter Law Group.
Can't get enough of it.
Can't get enough of Sutter Law Group.
I go to sleep at night thinking about Sutter Law Group and how I'm always in good hands in case of personal injury and defense litigation. Brandon Richardson loses the tip for the Dukes. So Conant will start on offense. Here we see the Cougars of Conant already with a travel call. Actually, yes, that is what we will get. A.J. Levine with the ball for the Dukes, going to drive right in, kick out. Ball is turned over. Conant looking to go slowly, as we talked about. There's a three-point shot from the corner. Won't go. Rebound Dukes.
Yeah, and Conant coming in with a 6-3 record. Superior to the Dukes. And Conant, of course, the most W's in the Jack Tosh Championship besides York. So a great history here at the Jack Tosh for the Cougars. But yesterday fell to an undefeated Lamont team.
Chris Danko is at the line to shoot two. Sinks the first. Speaking of sinking, I watched the Titanic the other night.
Beautiful film. I mean, it's just beautiful. That's the only word I use to describe it. Just a lot of bliss, harmony, romance in that movie. It just, when I watch a movie, I want harmony between all the actors and actresses, and that's what you get in the Titanic. But not a sinking ship. This York Dukes basketball team, this year they've seemed like they've gotten better as the season went on. Of course, fell to a tough Bolingbrook team last night, but had some real glimpses of light.
Chris Danko was able to make the second, so the Dukes lead by a score of 2-0.
Could that be far off from the final score? Maybe not. Maybe not.
It's a possibility. Conant going all the way back into their own end. Give it to Youssef Cisse.
And the player to look out for on this Conant team, as I'm assuming most of these viewers are familiar with York, is Camden Lathos, number 14. He's been a majority of the scoring for this Conant basketball team.
As that shot was made by Austin Pototnik. Brandon Richardson with the ball. He passes to Adam Hardick, who's going to swing it to A.J. Levine. A.J. Levine going to pop a three-pointer at the top of the key, won't go. So Conant will take over.
Adam Hardick, known for spending his weekends around the streets of Bolingbrook, in other towns. Likes to travel, works out there sometimes. Really, really good kid. Know him well.
I've heard sometimes he does like to go down to Elmhurst University.
Yeah, those
Chris Danko misses and gets his own rebound.
Those gyms are always open, so known Adam for a long time. Great kid. Great set of hair on that kid.
He gets that from his dad.
He does. Fashion choices as well.
Especially the headwear.
Especially the headwear.
Cisse into the middle. It's a nice assist down there.
Brian, early on, Conant moving a lot quicker than I thought they would. We had, especially from some York players, and I mean, look at some of their scores, thought they'd move a lot slower than they are on offense right now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job moving the ball around on offense, getting their open shots. AJ Levine's going to take it to the rack and get two.
Yeah, easily one of the better players in this tournament, and only a junior. Levine's led the Dukes really well all year.
Bryn Richardson tips that pass out of bounds. In checks in number 44, Isaiah Rhodes for the Cougars. Cisse to inbound. Cisse with the ball. Gonna drive right, kick out. Thought about taking the three, he didn't. Back to Cisse.
And Brian, announcing for 2 years, this is the first time I've ever seen this. I'm looking at Conant's roster right now. There is not a senior listed on the entire roster. All juniors besides one sophomore, so not a single senior listed on Conant's roster. Not sure if that's an error on our part. I would doubt it is, because we're pretty perfect here at YSN, but
nothing but.
Strange, to say the least.
That three is no good from Yusuf Cisse. But yeah, it is very interesting. AJ Levine's going to take a pull-up jump shot. Too short. Adam Hardick flailing his arms, trying to get a steal there. AJ Levine's going to grab a steal off a pass.
Throw down. No.
Nice jelly fam. 2-point layup is good. Levine's got 4.
You might think he'll finish one of those at the rim.
He's done it before.
He has done it before.
Weird jump shot floater type. Won't go. Offensive rebound was grabbed. It's going to send him to the line.
And I have to say, watching York basketball games, one of the most enjoyable parts is watching Coach Mike Dunn on the sideline. Not only a great military history coach, or military history teacher, but one of the more energetic coaches in this tournament.
Yeah, he gets after it.
He gets after it. I mean, you could put him in the game, truthfully.
That's very illegal, but like I understand your meaning.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he moves like a high schooler on the sideline. If you just sit back and watch him for a few minutes, he's running up and down there half of the court.
Second free throw attempt is good. Cuts it down to a 1-point lead for the Dukes. Levine to Richardson. Up to Adam Hardick, who's going to swing it back to Levine in the corner. Finds Kyle.
Love Kyle.
Do love Kyle. Kyle's going to try and throw it into Hardick. It's going to get stolen away. Jay Yang with the ball. He'll find a pass, and it's going to go back to him. Into the corner. 3-point shot is good. Biedke. Cougars take a 2-point lead. .250 left to go here in the first. It is a fairly low-scoring game. Both teams moving the ball well on offense. Looking for their shot. Gonna go to Cal.
Yeah, it seems like they really aren't forcing any looks early on.
Chris Danko to AJ Levine. And Adam Hardick, who misses the shot. But Cal grabs the offensive rebound and gets fouled on his shot attempt.
And that's Kyle Waltz, folks, number 25. Didn't start a majority of the year, has came into the rotation, had some great scoring games for the Dukes. Of course, not in the South Gym, so you might think there's a little bit of perceptual difference in here and why he didn't finish that layup, but it's been great for the Dukes all year.
Cal, nice first. It's Kristenko and Adam Hardick are going to sub out here for Ryan Pecos, as well as Logan Rice.
Simon Redfern.
In all junior lineup for the Dukes, which is pretty common.
Yeah, Hardick, the only senior.
Not the
besides
only,
Simon. Besides Simon. Those are the two main seniors you're going to see getting minutes.
Significant playing time.
Yes. So bright future for the Dukes next year.
Cougars going to look to move it around the perimeter. Yusuf Cisse going to take it to the rack. Can't finish with the left hand. Rebounds grab. It's put back up and in to Lurie. Levine's going to bring it back up for the Dukes.
Safe to say Conant traveled well. A lot of Cougars fans here.
We are definitely not pumping in crowd noise to the live stream. This is all real, everything you hear in the background. Logan Rice down low. Puts it up and in. Nice touch.
A little fillet right there by Logan Rice. His older brother, manager for the Dukes last year.
Cisse, Holden. Aaron, pass. Dukes are coming. With A.J. Levine, he's going to take a pull-up floater. Too short. Ball's bouncing around. Finally grabbed by the Conant Cougars. Yusuf Cisse is going to bring it back up. Cisse finds a pass down on the baseline. Layup is no good. We're going to call a foul as a rebound was grabbed.
Logan Rice making a difference early.
49.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Dukes down by 1. We did get a score prediction from someone who will not be named on the York Dukes team. It's a score of about, what did you say, like 30 to 25?
30 to 25 was about what I heard. We've heard similar stories from many of the Dukes players. Not, of course, downplaying Conant, but just describing their play style a little bit. Definitely a lot slower.
Slow and methodical.
Methodical is the best possible word. Thank you. Yes.
Simon Redfern, kick to Pecos. Back to Redfern. Drives left. Blocking foul called.
A little bit of an exaggeration, it looked like, right there by number 3, Jake Parpet. Looked like he was trying to draw a little bit of a charge there, but we'll stay with
and he paid for it.
He did pay for it. He looked like he got his shoulder to the chin.
Speaking of faking, I don't know if you heard, but Neymar Jr. in his first game back for Petty Saint-Germain got 2 yellow cards within 2 minutes. The second one for a dive.
Really?
Yes.
I wish we could have, seen that a little bit more at the World Cup this year. Of course, great World Cup this year, but
unbelievable.
Didn't see many yellow cards given out for flopping.
Conant with the last shot, 3-point attempt. Airballed. Yes, staying on topic of the World Cup, Kylian Mbappe was able to score in the 90+5 to actually win the game for PSG today. We saw his stellar World Cup performance, winning the Golden Boot.
Yeah, stellar is almost short selling it.
I don't think there's a word to explain his play.
Is there a word better than stellar? Is magnificent better than stellar? What do we think?
We'll leave it up to the YouTube comments for that one.
I'm not hearing anyone disagreeing with me, so I'm guessing magnificent could be a better word than stellar. Nonetheless, it was great this year.
All in favor of stellar over magnificent, say aye.
Aye. Wow, we got an aye. That's crazy. No, great performance. Always great having that every 4 years. You wish a sport like basketball could be competitive like that internationally. Of course, you have the FIBA World Championships, but it's not the same. The environment isn't the same.
Although Luka Doncic does believe that it is way easier to score in the National Basketball Association than it is in the EuroLeague. He did just put up 60, 20, and 10.
Yeah, Brian, there's a look of pure angst on my face. I know you can't see it on the live stream, but I think that's just kind of a lethargic response by him to say it's easier to score in the European Basketball League. All respect to European basketball. It's made so many strides over the last decade or two, but I just don't even think it's comparable. I'm sorry. That's just my personal opinion, though, of course. I haven't watched a lot of European basketball, so
haven't had the pleasure.
Haven't had the pleasure, no. It's hard to find that on, on my TV every once in a while, but
Tommy
Luka
Van
Doncic.
Daff clapping it up on the sideline.
A lot of claps
Big team
on
player.
this York Duke bench. Big team player.
York Dukes swinging it around. AJ Levine's going to he's going to pass it off to Brandon Richardson. He's going to go right back to him. Levine working. Got to pass out of it to Pecos. Travel called.
I didn't see that too closely, but nonetheless, turnover by the Dukes.
I am no betting man, but if I was, I think the under on this game would have been a good choice, but I think I would be in prison currently for insider information.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be like, what's it got to be, 50.5? 20,
Probably
not even.
the lowest of the tournament.
Probably, you would think so. I mean, the Dukes aren't a team that's scared of scoring, but, if one team...
Exhibit A.
Yeah. If one team wants to hold it, it affects the entire game, so.
AJ Levine's going to drive.
Oh, man.
No good on the layup attempt. Yusuf Cisse is going to throw it all the way down court. That layup is good. By Bradley Beedke. Simon Redford working. Needs to find a pass. Kick the ball away. They're going to call an over on the back. Looks like it may have been tipped, but
A lot of frustration
alas
right now on this York backcourt. Redford ran point there. He's not usually someone that does that for the Dukes.
Yeah, not often.
But especially now with Levine out, going to be a different offensive look for York.
Obviously, the injury of Brendan Mullis takes away some of the depth of this Dukes basketball team. Another good junior.
Another good junior. Future is bright, ladies and gentlemen.
Cisse working on Redfern. Crosses left. Drives in. Foul called on the shot. He's going to go to the line for two.
That was a tough move. I'm not going to lie.
It was nice.
That was a tough move.
I was looking left, looking at the game, and I saw you, jump back in your seat. You were, taken away by it.
That was quick. That was a good move. I was impressed. Conant known for taking their time. I know the score's low, but they're aggressive towards the hoop.
And in a game like this, Charlie, free throws matter a whole lot.
Brian, I've called 6-7 games now at this tournament, and every time, for some reason,
that one's good.
Kids missing free throws has came up because it's happened so frequently. If you're just tuning in for your first game of the Jack Tosh and you're like, I'm wondering what's happening at the Jack Tosh. Man, I wonder what the scores are.
Free throws.
It is about missing free throws, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of blowouts, but close games have been decided by teams not executing from the free throw line. 3 points.
With the ball, going to throw the ball away. Yusuf Cisse gets that steal. He's then going to throw it away again. Ball bouncing around.
Pretty speechless about that sequence. A lot of slipperiness. And I said, South Gym, floor could be a little bit different. The hardwood might be a little bit softer. Could be a softer wood.
Be hard to bounce a basketball.
But just a little bit softer. To where
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It can affect you just a little bit. And
that's understandable.
Different surface for these Dukes.
Slippery ball. Danko playing tough D. Go to Cisse in the corner. Danko's going to trap. Great play. Steal for the Dukes. Danko's going down the court. No foul called.
I'm sorry, but that was a foul. That was crazy. That looked like a foul from down here at least. That looked like a foul from floor level. Interesting no call there. But you never know what you can't see from this far away, so.
I'll trust the registered official.
I will. I'll trust the registered official as well. I'm just a kid on a mic who's been at York for 12 hours now?
It's been a long day.
It's been a long, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of the kids working here at YSN are here from 8 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. So,
And
long day.
If you're me, you're a grinder and here from 7 to 10. Once again, as we take a break, I'd like to thank our sponsors once again. Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmer's Camera, located on Spring Road, family-owned and community-loved. And finally, the Sutter Law Group for all your personal injury and defense litigation. York Sports Network gives a big thanks to all of our amazing sponsors. 40th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Scores 9-15, the York Dukes trail the Conant Cougars.
Yeah, Brian, not much of a shock here. I mean, both these are clearly two good basketball teams, but low scoring, an affair we expected.
Yeah, and before we get back here, Glass Onions just came out the other day on Netflix, and I watched it. I was kind of told to watch it. I watched it, and I gotta say, if you have nothing else to do, you can spend your time watching Glass Onions. Other than that, don't expect to be in for a thriller because it's very okay.
Thank you.
At best.
Thank you. I know there's a lot of people arguing that on the internet. I watched it. Guess
hey
what?
Man, a lot of people love murder mysteries. I like the idea of it. It's hard to put that into a film.
So if you watched Knives Out, the first one?
Yep.
Knives Out was great. I like Knives Out. I thought it was
interesting.
I was weird how they set it up because they didn't really have you guessing who the killer was very much.
Yeah.
But the second one
was like they just gave it to you on a silver platter.
Yeah, they were making it too easy, and the actors in it were great.
Yes, that is true.
Love Edward Norton.
Good actors. The story, the plot, okay at best.
Conant already grows their lead, but yeah, I was fairly unimpressed.
For any movie recommendations for me later on, put them in the comments, please. York with the ball. Chris Stanko on the wing, going to pass to Cal.
The big men not getting very involved for York so far tonight.
Here's Braden Richardson right now. Nick Dizano going out to Cal. Bounce pass to Braden Richardson. Richardson in the post. Going to pass back to Cal for 3. Too short. Adam Hardig gets a hand on it but can't get the rebound. Conant once again moving down court. It's a 3-point shot, and it's good.
Funny enough, Brian.
Puts Hotnick on the 3.
York basketball, the only athletic program, if I'm correct, can't be 100% sure, the only athletic program where a member is not in a class with me at school. Oh, wow.
Oh, Chris Danko banks home the 3.
Was it luck? Was it skill? I like Chris, so I'll go with skill.
I cannot say the same about your statement. I share 7th period advanced placement calculus AB with Braden Richardson, as well as strength training with Tommy Van Damme.
Way to flex right there, Brian, about your 7th period math class. That was awesome.
I'm pretty excited. I got an A on the final day, so. Braden knows too. He got one as well. We were in that together.
Yeah, I'm in ACP functions and finite.
Hey,
shout out 4th period ACP functions and finite.
I know a few kids who are failing that class, so good for you.
It's true. Did not fail that class, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's Cal. To Danko on the wing. Back to Cal. Cal driving in on the baseline. He finishes with the left hand. Conant trying to respond. Hop step into the lane. Good floater over Adam Hardig. It's a nice shot.
People thought Playboy Cardi might drop a new album on Christmas.
He did do that about 2 years ago, didn't he?
Wow.
With a whole lot of red.
Sorry to interrupt. Just a little bit of a boneheaded play right there by the Dukes. They trail by 10. But yes, he did. A lot of people, a little cryptic Instagram post from him as I get a look of frustration from Chris Danko. Played wide receiver with me on this York Dukes football team this year.
We playing F, right? Oh, Chris, I hope you're watching later tonight.
Really a good kid, Chris.
Great kid.
But this York Dukes team is really, really struggling right now.
AJ Levine's going to try and fix that. Kyle Waltz for 3 in the corner. It's good.
Come on! Come on!
He knocks it down.
I've been saying it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying it all year. Kyle Waltz. I've never met Kyle. He goes York. I've never
Neither
met
have
Kyle.
I.
But Kyle Waltz, he's the scoring this York Dukes team has needed all year. In the last few games, he has performed. But some frustration by Coach Dunn.
That shot was so good, Conant had to take a timeout.
Had to take a timeout. Lead cut to 7.
56 left to go here in the first half. York trails 17-24. Charlie, they got some great music playing right now. This is awesome. I feel like I'm being serenaded.
Oh, all right.
Maybe the wrong word to use.
Yeah. I don't know about serenade. You never know what happens in the South Gym at York. Never know what happens in the South Gym. But I just like to give a shout out to the color blue. I love the color blue. Brian, what's your favorite color?
I go in between. As a kid growing
primary
up,
colors?
I always loved blue. Always loved blue.
Classic.
Now as I'm getting a bit older, I understand the vibrance that the color red brings to the table. And you know, I think a lot of the good things look good in red.
Okay. A lot of anger in the color red, I will say.
But you know what else I like? Getting older, colors are for everybody, not for. I don't switch for people. So I like the color pink too. The color pink is a nice color.
I like your analysis on the color pink, Brian. I also love a good Kelly green, especially when there's a monocle involved. Great travel right there. Let's go. Duke's on the move.
Just to let you guys know, we are definitely not rooting for one certain team in this game. Totally unbiased throughout this whole thing. 30 seconds left to go in the first half.
I mean, just listen to that crowd. Woo! Let's go, Christenko! Crowd's going crazy, folks.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes here in the South Gym. 20 seconds to go.
You'd think York would hold for last shot here.
Just get the best shot you can. Braden Richardson driving right. Find Kyle. Back to Braden. Got to find a side shot soon. AJ, he's definitely taking this. Step back. Won't go. Oh. That is the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. The York Dukes trail the Conant Cougars by a score of 17-24. And before we go into the halftime break, we would love to remind you that once again, this lovely stream is sponsored by the following Elmer small businesses. Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmer's Camera, located on Spring Road, family-owned and community-loved. And finally, the wonderful Sutter Law Group for all of your personal injury and defense litigation. We thank our sponsors.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest speaker here in Sean Winton. Sean, can you just say hi to the people at home watching?
To all the people at home, I just want to say thank you for tuning in and go Dukes.
Couldn't have been said any better. Thank you, Sean Winton.
I
of course,
love Sean Winton.
A quarterback on the York Dukes varsity football
Winton
team.
over Watt.
Quarterback
over Watt.
on the York Dukes varsity football team. I saw his outfit for Christmas. It was a great elf costume that he wore for Christmas. Nonetheless, a great quarterback on that York Dukes football team that went to the 8A semifinals. And I'm sure if you're an Elmhurst, you've heard about it. You had to have heard about it.
Plenty of times.
Plenty
I would
of
assume.
times. A program that
And
just
if you haven't,
turned
we'd
around.
love to remind you that the York Dukes went 12-0. 12-1 up until the semifinals. First ever 9-0
season in
season.
conference. That's right. First
in York program history. So if you didn't know, now you know.
So that basically means if you watched any York football game at any point, and we just like to apologize for all Conant viewers for talking so much about York, but to be completely honest, there is a little bit of a bias. You know, I know a lot of kids at York. I know
there might be.
I know Brian, my partner, knows a lot of kids at York, but I mean that football season was just dominant, especially in the regular season. Big wins against a then top 5 Glenbard West team. And then, of course, took on then 8A state champions Loyola.
Tough matchup.
Tough matchup. Fell to them for their first loss of the year. Nonetheless, historic, ladies and gentlemen, for the Dukes. Powerful defense led by David Locke, Robert Martin, and Ellis McAdoo. And then an offense composed. We saw Sean Winton earlier. Sean Winton, myself and Brian right here. So just a great team. Of course, I'm a senior, so I'm done now. I know Brian is too.
As well.
Really happy to be a part of that.
It was a great experience. And you know what? Let's show a little bit of love for our Cougars on the other end.
Of course.
They were Jack Tosh champions in 2016 and back-to-back in 2017.
Yeah.
And I remember last year I was on the call with my good friend Josh Melvin.
Love Josh.
When Conant beat St. Ignatius on the first day on a buzzer beater.
Yeah, you know, Brian, I've announced a few games. I haven't gotten as lucky enough. I am yet to announce a game that's been decided by less than 2 scores.
Hey, you might get one right here.
Could get one right here. This is pretty typical in Jack Tosh fashion so far this year. Low scoring, one team out to a decent lead, of course. Not a protected lead, but a decent lead early. But Brian, watching this game, what does York have to do to get, I think they're in the game, but get a little bit more back into it in the second half?
They got to limit their turnovers. Few silly mistakes. And, AJ Levine's got to find his shot. He's a big scorer for this team. And, he only has, 4 points so far? Yeah, just 4. So he's got to find his shot and keep giving the ball to Kyle because Kyle is him.
Love Kyle. And, we just got a message in the comments. Of course, we want to shout out all York Falls sports. I'd like to shout out all York Falls sports. Girls cross country, 2nd place in state and ranked 10th in the nation, folks. York Dukes girls cross country, dominant.
10th in the nation.
10th in the nation. There's at least 100 schools across the country.
There's at least 10 schools across the nation. There's at least 10.
There's at least 10. You can quote me on that. There's at least 10. But York girls cross country, 10th in the nation, 2nd in state. York boys soccer won state 2 years ago, 4th place this year, and that's a program that hadn't usually been that dominant and did a really, really good job.
Unbelievable. And you know what? They could be even better.
Yeah.
They could be even better with other York students that do not play York soccer but play for their club instead.
Yes. Names like John Rainier come to mind when I think about that. And
other kids like Ellis McAdoo. He's a big wing back that could really help them out, but he's got other priorities that he's got to tend to.
Of course, Abubakar, one of the better players, in at least the area. But
one of the faster kids at the school, I presume.
Club soccer and school soccer, it interjects with themselves. So I think that creates some problems. Nonetheless, that York soccer team, amazing. Girls cross country, and then of course, boys football that we talked about. Also, speaking of boys football, York boys JV. A lot of people don't know about it. Brian, remind me what their record was.
I'm sorry, who?
York boys JV football.
York boys JV football. Oh, they went undefeated state champions.
Undefeated state champions. Was there a state championship game? It was on Madden, folks.
Yes, it was.
It was on Madden.
And EA actually flew the York Dukes JV team out to Orlando to their EA studios.
That was a big deal. And I get a great little smile from Adam Ardick. He tells me he was feeling loose, and he's just a real lucky goose to be in a situation like this on the York boys basketball team.
Is it true you went to Orlando?
Here's Chris Danko, folks.
Chris Danko, is it true you went to Orlando to compete in the JV state championship?
For football.
Yes.
Yes.
You heard it here first from Chris Danko.
JV wide receiver Chris Danko. First time in Wisden history we've gotten a mid-game interview, folks. That is correct. Mid-game interview from stellar junior guard Chris Danko, and he's going to be joined right now by number 5 Nick Dizano and number 3 AJ Levine. A backcourt this York Dukes basketball team can look forward to.
Charlie Specht and I are revolutionizing the commentary game.
In case
here in the South Gym.
In case you guys aren't aware. Oh, do I have a chance at a shot here? Oh, I thought I did. Quick little rebound. No. Oh, Brian with the shot here. Let's see, folks. You can see him on the bottom left side. Oh, you can't see him on the screen, actually, but I'll let you know. He puts it up. Oh, off the back iron. Might have been announcer's curse there on my part. But in case you guys aren't aware, this is me and Brian's. This is only our 2nd game of the day we've done together, if I'm correct.
Yes, it is.
I know this is my 3rd game of the day.
This is mine as well.
I called Highland Park versus Downers Grove South here. Downers Grove South, a team came into the tournament now with a great record. They've been really impressive every time I've watched them. Of course, fell steeply to Andrew. Andrew was a really good team that lost in the first round.
And then I also commentated Andrew today, and they got killed by St. Lawrence.
Wow. Okay.
Absolutely mollywopped.
Did not know that. Interesting.
Destroyed.
Wow. Really? What was the score of that game?
It was bad. But at the
Really?
same time,
Wow.
in the opposite gym, there was a double overtime game going on.
Yes.
So maybe the players' minds were on that game.
Andrew really got
Andrew
beat
got
by
killed.
St. Lawrence.
Andrew got killed.
Really?
Mm-hmm. By the way, guys, I was not on the mic. I had to go take about
I
a
let him
30
know.
foot. Okay, I missed.
I told him
it
it
was
went in.
close.
Just kidding. I told him it went off the back.
Okay. It hit off back rim. It was about a 30-foot shot from the corner. It was close. No warm up. Only shot of the day. Got to be better.
Oh, I just got a message. I forgot a sport to mention. I'd like to shout out York Bowling. Last year, I know it's a sport. Not a lot of people know about it. It is a club sport. Performed really well, and I've always wanted to go to one of those games. I don't know if it's a game, it's a match, if it's a. I'm not sure what to call it. You know, it's different for every sport, but performed really well. Sir, I don't think I'm missing any other. No, okay. How are you, sir? Oh, I'm not going to get a response.
That's disrespectful.
No. He just didn't hear me.
yeah,
He just
no,
didn't
he's
hear me.
fine,
He just didn't hear me.
yeah.
He just didn't hear me.
Just a misunderstanding.
How are you, sir? How are you? You doing good? Like to hear that. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, you guys are killing it. I know. We're tired. I know you guys. You've probably been here a long time, so we'll cut you some slack if we see anything wrong. We can get you some replays too if you need it. Just let us know. Ladies and gentlemen, revolutionizing
You
the
just
commentary
heard
game.
a halftime talk with an official from today's game.
I mean, this is beyond me. Tyler Nels of Nels Media is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Miami,
Would you believe it?
Ohio.
Would you like to say hi, Tyler?
What's up, guys? It's a good game. Go Dukes.
Go Dukes.
Yeah.
That's about it. Did a great job of filming York football games this fall, and has started to pick it up for York basketball. And York Special Olympics basketball has been killing it this year. Something I know a lot of people aren't
Those
talking
games are very, very
about. They are electric. Those, if you guys haven't seen those games, are they live streamed on YouTube? I'm not 100% sure if
I'm
they
not
are.
100% sure
I know,
either.
I know they're not commentated, but if you haven't been able to get down to York, they're posted. They're on Monocle Nation, and then they're on the York Special Olympics basketball Instagram. The games are listed on there. You have to come to one of those games.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they got second place in state last year.
They did. It was last year or 2 years ago.
I think it was last year.
Was it last year? Okay. They've been dominant, and you got to come check out one of those games.
Conant's going to start out here in the second half. Here's Cisse. Cisse working on Denko. Finds the corner. Corner three. Won't go. Rebound Denko. AJ Levine gonna look to slow it down just a little bit. Pass to Cal. AJ Levine with the ball, gonna pass to Cal once again.
Physical screen right there by Hardick. Oh, thought Waltz might be going to the line.
Foul was called on the ground.
We'd like to give a quick shout out to our trainers, Jim and Fee. Dedicate a lot of time to getting all athletes of all sports right. Quick shout out to them. I know they're probably not going to watch this, but I just saw Jim behind me. He's been here all day. So shout out to the both of them.
Yes, very, very hard workers, our trainers. As there's a three-point shot from Kyle, and it falls!
Love Kyle. Come on, Kyle.
4-point game.
Dukes clawing back. Could I have my first barn burner of the tournament? Every game I've announced.
The over-under is closing in. Cisse's just got to toss it into the corner to get it over midcourt. Cisse is going to get it back here. Cisse, floater. Won't go, too strong. Rebound Hardick.
Attaboy, Adam. Attaboy, Adam.
Once again, completely 100% non-biased. AJ Levine takes it to the rack and puts it in for 2. It is a 2-point game.
Momentum changed in the South Gym, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout, Conant. Here we go, baby. Here we go.
So,
yeah, I mean, it's talking about how the Dukes close that gap. Moving quickly. They're a team that usually takes their time, but Dukes moving up and down the court really fast. And you think that can be something that throws off this Conant team that really, really, really likes to take their time. I mean, looking at this, Conant 21 total field goals attempted in the first half. York 18, so both fairly low and both shooting under 50%. Conant shooting a lot better at 47 and the Dukes only at 33, but York shooting more efficiently from beyond the three-point arc.
and that's all because of Kyle.
All because of Kyle.
All because of Kyle.
Speaking of Kyle, 1 for 3 from the three-point line. Chris Danko 1 for 1.
Wait, Kyle was
Oh,
1 for 3.
Hardick!
Hardick with the steal.
And he palms it like Jordan. Stick the tongue out.
Blah. AJ Levine to Cal, back to AJ. Levine drives left, spin move, finds Kyle once again. Everybody on the floor moving. Kyle, pull up, gets blocked. Adam Hardick in the middle, gets blocked once again. No foul called. Ball goes out of bounds on Conant. York will get the ball back.
You know what? I'm not going to say anything about that because the refs were incredibly nice to us at halftime. They were incredibly nice, and as I said earlier, it's hard to see from over here. Oh, Hardick, come on now. Yes, sir.
Great find from AJ Levine into the middle for Adam Hardick. Finishes inside. It is a tie game.
Conant's going to go to the line.
He's going to go to the line. Conant trying to get their first points of the second half. He's going to fall. It's for Lathos. Lathos hits the free throw. Chris Danko inbound. This one's to AJ Levine.
Levine's been pressed at the half-court mark. I mean, basically every time he's brought it up so far for the Dukes.
Inside to Braden Richardson, and he finishes.
That's a physical basket by the man who looks like he's 40, rocking the goatee and mustache. Only a junior.
Let me tell you, he hears about it every day from me.
As he should, Brian, as he should. And you're talking about that awesome math class you're in, I'm assuming.
You're right. Lathos finishes inside once again to retain that 2-point lead for Conant.
Wow, great pass, Kyle. Kyle, great pass.
I'll give it back to Cal. There he is. Moving screen. The three-point shot was no good anyways.
Try, Kyle.
Ball never lies.
Had to give Kyle some encouragement there. Great kid.
Let's go, Cal.
Substitution coming.
Duke's playing a little bit more small ball here. Hardick will stay in the game. Usually, this is a point where he gets subbed out for a majority of the third. But
usually this is his part to go out, but Braden Richardson's going to take a seat for Simon Redfern.
I got to look. Braden could be in foul trouble, and that could be a reason why. Does not look like it. He's no longer on the scoreboard, so I can't tell, but did just get called for an off-ball screen there.
Uncertainty. The Cougars moving around. It's going to be Cisse up top. Drive in left. Finds a pass.
And just
the
in
corner.
In case people aren't aware, this is a Conant team that took Lamont down to the wire, who is playing in the quarterfinals, and I believe now.
Yes, right now. Against Bolingbrook. Nice post move there.
I'm going to have my counterpart to my left, Tyler Nels, confirm it for me. But I believe Rolling Meadows did defeat Glenbrook South.
They were down by 11 early into that game. Mounted a nice comeback at the end of the first half and took the lead in the third quarter.
Rolling Meadows did end up winning by 10. By 10? By 10. So Glenbrook South to pull off the upset. Glenbrook South, of course, a great team. They've been ranked top 20 a lot this year, but Rolling Meadows and Christie just a little bit too much.
Inbound goes to Hardick, who's going to pass it quickly to Levine. Going to go to the wing for Simon Redfern. Too short on the three-point shot. Cisse looking. Passes to the wing. Thought about the three. Won't take it. Inside. Little jumper from the free throw line is good. It's Camden Lathos.
Oh, a little sky hook right there. You do not see that often anymore.
He's up to 13. He's got a lot of points.
And in this tournament so far, the most notable player for this Conant team.
Let's see it. Chris Danko working in the post. Going to pass out to Kyle. Kyle to Simon. Simon to AJ. AJ to Adam. Adam to Chris. Chris from the screen from Adam. Chris to Kyle. Kyle on the right wing. He's going to look to find a pass. Going to find Simon, who's going to drive baseline, turn around to AJ up top. He's going to drive in, take a little floater, and it's good. AJ Levine up to 8 points now for the York Dukes. As Simon Redfern's putting on pressure on Cisse. Yusuf Cisse driving right.
Cisse's got some great handles. That's got to be a double dribble. No.
Loses the handle, but is able to make a nice pass into the corner.
Oh!
The York students behind us were not happy about that foul call.
But I like
really
these refs.
upset.
Yeah, they're nice guys though. So, of course, a lot of York bias on this stream. Apologies if you're a Conant fan and you're like, why are these students of York being so biased? Apologies, of course. Oh!
Ball goes back to Conant. That shot no good.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wow. Refs are going to have to talk this one over.
Oh, yeah. Looks like it might be going back towards York now. Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be York
Change
basketball.
the call, so it's York basketball.
And I'd like to point out, the ref that just changed that call was the one that was so incredibly kind to us at halftime. So
Yes, he is.
Good call, ref.
Stand right in front of us now.
good call, ref. Had to let him know.
Had to. AJ Levine.
I think I might have started seeing a little. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that
Would have been
would've
sweet.
been a nice
Good
move.
rebound, Logan Rice.
Logan Rice.
Logan Rice has came up really big for the Dukes. I know he's not going to show up a lot on the stat sheet, Brian, but I've seen him a few times tonight. Big rebounds, drawing a few fouls.
I think they're going to say that foul was on the ground.
It seemed like it. He seemed like he was kind of just coming down with it rather than going up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Dukes need a bucket here.
Still with that pretty small ball lineup here for the Dukes, as Braden Richardson and Adam Hardick both are getting a drink of water. AJ Levine to the inbound.
Can't blame him. It's hot in the South Gym.
It is. It's very, very warm.
A lot more condensed of a gym.
It's always been like that.
Always has been like that. It's always kind of been known for that. You know, I'm sure there's a place in every high school where it's just a little bit murky. That's the word I want to use, Brian. A little bit murky. Murky.
Simon Redfern to Pecos. Gonna get to Kyle.
York going with a really small lineup right here. Kyle, the tallest player for York.
Levine fakes a shot. Gives to Kyle. Kyle's gonna go back to Levine.
Levine, the star in
50
this team.
seconds left.
What can he create here?
Unable to hit the shot. Ball goes out of bounds off Ryan Pecos, so it will be the Cougars' ball with 36 seconds to go as they hold on to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, there was an uproar of complaints about that call, but I thought I thought that was no question off of York there.
Yeah, we had a pretty good angle.
That looked no question off of York there. But
Yusuf Cisse gets a screen left. Pass inside. Gets tipped away, and Simon Redfern's with the ball. Running up the court.
There we go,
He's gonna get fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Simon Redfern, a co-coach of the UCSB Gauchos last year in the Elmhurst Y-Ball League.
You know, Y-Ball about as competitive as it gets in the state of Illinois. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's a intramural basketball league. Games are actually held in York.
First one rolls out.
I mean, it's scrappy. There's a lot of grit in that league. A lot of just blue collar ball. You know,
not a whole lot of skill.
There is a whole lot is an
Close
overstatement.
to none.
Yeah, I would say zip zada a goose egg amount of skill. Oh man.
Second one falls. 17 seconds. Yusuf Cisse bringing the ball up the court for the Cougars. Looks like they're just going to hold for the final shot. Cisse moving left against Dizano. He's going to drive. That is a travel for sure. It was not. I thought it was a travel. It was a foul.
Well, I'd like to say I've been really impressed with his ball handling so far this game. I mean, he's quick. I know he had a move earlier where I kind of recoiled in my seat because he's quick.
Yes, fast hands.
Really, really, really fast hands. Great ball handling.
Quick first step. Inbound for the Cougars. A fine Cisse. Ball goes out of bounds. Will be York ball with 2.3 left. So the Dukes are going to sub in Cal.
That man Cal. A 3-pointer here with 3 seconds left will tie the game. I don't think the game has been tied since we came into the quarter.
Hey man, that's math.
That is great math.
3 points ties it.
Yep.
Since the lead is only 3.
And you'd think they won't. It's hard to tell. You'd like to think they'd go to Kyle here. Might get it right back off after the inbound. No, he's going to go to Redfern deep. No, Dizano. 2, 1. Going to chuck it up at the buzzer. Oh! Almost connects.
So close, but so far.
A lot to be hopeful for this Dukes team going into the fourth. They've gained some momentum, especially here late. But, Brian, what do you think is the best ocean?
Man, you put me in a bind.
But before you answer that question, we just like to
I got to think about it.
We just got to thank today's sponsors. Today's York Sports Network stream is sponsored by the following Elmhurst small businesses. Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmhurst Camera, which is located on Spring Road. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right down the street. That's right next to 7-Eleven, if I'm not mistaken. Which is family owned and community loved. Spent there my entire life. And finally, the Sutter Law Group for all your personal injury and defense litigation. And yes, that is the Sutter, also known as Matt Sutter, who is a senior football player, could have played on the basketball team, elected not to play.
Thinking back to your question.
Favorite ocean. Favorite ocean.
I'm going to rule out the Arctic Ocean.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I can understand that.
The Indian Ocean is a little... It seems like it would be a good pick. There's a lot of countries and nations that are surrounded by the Indian Ocean.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Obviously, you got the Pacific and Atlantic.
Yeah, those are the big boys right there, right?
Those are the big boys.
Those are top dogs.
Those are the normal. Those are the normal top 2, and I think normally the Pacific Ocean usually wins that bout between the two.
I agree. Although the Atlantic does connect us in England, so there's been some historic voyages.
There's been a lot of voyages between that.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for it,
a lot of historic events in the Atlantic Ocean. You know,
yeah.
D-Day, of course.
Yes.
But you go to Pacific, talking about just historical
Think
events
about all
that
the
have
nice beaches.
changed American history. You know, you have the tragic day of Pearl Harbor that sprung the United States into World War II. That happened in the Pacific. But then you have a historic day like D-Day in the Atlantic. So both have...
They have history. It's a tough matchup.
Great timeout call right there.
I think I have to go
and you know what?
with Atlantic.
Atlantic? Yeah, I mean,
have
I
to.
can't... Listen, like, it's hard to argue against
It's so tough.
that.
It's so tough.
Because there's so many facts that I just don't know because I thought of that question about 2 minutes ago. That could back up either one of the answers, but
And Charlie, what's the other ocean that I never named?
so you got
Arctic, Indian, Pacific, Atlantic. What's the other?
the Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean. So the Arctic.
That's got to be like the least. If you put that up
So-
on like a Twitter poll, that one has to be the least
So,
picked option.
just so everybody knows, there's legitimate, oh goodness, beef on whether or not the Southern Ocean is
It's
a
an ocean.
real ocean. Yep, that's right, Brian. A lot of people think it's just the Atlantic goes all the way down, Pacific and the Indian go all the way down.
Now, Charlie, I have a similar question for you.
Yes.
What is your favorite mountain range?
Mountain range, Kilimanjaro. Well, I guess it's just Mount
That's
Kilimanjaro.
just a mountain.
Yeah,
but
okay. Good
I understand.
question.
I understand.
I love the Alps. I always wanted to go to the Alps.
Mhm.
I think that'd be a life-changing experience.
And if you just specified that question more to just specific mountain, you got a lot of people saying Mount Everest. There's a 3 from Kyle. Doesn't go. I just said jump ball, so it's going to go to Conant.
But change possession, so.
Like I was saying before, Mount Everest is the normal pick for that, but
Yeah, that's
I
top
love
dog.
the Kilimanjaro pick.
It's just, I've been waiting for someone to ask me that question my whole life, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, you sprung into action as soon as the words left my mouth.
I did.
Makes sense. Yusuf Cisse with the ball. Said his name quite a bit.
Oh, we have a comment. Someone just sent me a comment. Southern Ocean. I don't think he believes the Southern Ocean is a real ocean.
We got beef.
As I said, Southern Ocean creates drama. Speaking of drama, this game took
And
them out of the water.
that's why it's a late round pick. That's why it usually goes last in the pick. If there's a 3-point attempt that doesn't go, offensive rebound grabbed will not be put back up and in. Simon Redfern with the defensive rebound. I think that's why it's the last pick. It causes drama. People don't believe in the Southern Ocean.
Yep. I just think that's unfair. Like that's just not cool.
Hey man, let it live its life.
Give it credit. At least the credit that it exists. You don't have to put it up there
Hey,
at the
but
top.
you know what? To each his own.
To each his own, I guess. But I think it's rather disrespectful to not even give them credit as something that exists. You can put it at the bottom of the list of oceans, but give it some credit. Give it some credit.
6.5 left here to go in the fourth quarter. Brandon Richardson on the low block. Moves right, wasn't unable to get the shot in. Wow, that's saved.
Oh.
Brandon Richardson in the stands.
Go ahead, Jake.
Good effort play from the Dukes to try and get it back inbounds.
And now, Brian, for people looking to tour in Illinois, a little bit of tourists, what are some local spots you'd suggest that they come to? Or for those who are going to be here, after a game tomorrow, looking for food, what do you suggest? That, maybe some Elmer's unique spots or some hidden stuff.
A classic in Elmhurst is Southdown hot dogs.
Oh, interesting. Hole in the wall spot right there.
It's a great spot.
It is.
Maybe the best hot dog in town.
Well, here's the thing, right? You also have, and we've talked a lot about big dogs. You got a big dog in Portillo's, and
Yes,
it
we
stands
do.
out. I think that's got to be Elmhurst's landmark. Is Portillo's?
Yes.
I mean, you think Elmhurst? Personally, I think of Elmhurst, and after York, I think of Portillo's, and not because the food. I mean, the food's good.
That's true.
It's Portillo's. Portillo's is great, but I mean, those red and blue lights, like they're just.
You see it from everywhere.
They're just so bright, and they're too bright, in my opinion.
And, I'm going to be honest with you. I think somewhere where Elmhurst lacks is in the burger joint department.
Agree,
I
Brian.
think Hamburger
Yes.
Heaven has a monopoly on Elmhurst currently.
Yes.
Smash Burger was here a long time ago.
Meatheads was great.
Meatheads was amazing.
Smash Burger was amazing.
It's sad to see those places go. There's going to be a foul called on the Dukes.
Neither team in the bonus yet.
Chris Danko is angry.
Grab some balls, Chris.
Angry. I understand.
A lot of frustration here in the South, Jim.
We thank everyone leaving positive comments about our commentary.
Yeah, thank you. Don't expect more like this, because this is the only time over back. His foot just. Oh.
Yusuf Cisse into the corner. That 3-point shot. Won't fall.
Ball don't lie.
Levine.
Ball don't lie.
Ball does not lie.
Ball don't lie. That's
It never
all I have to
lies.
say. I know it is hard at midcourt with those lines because
Yes, there are 4 of them right there.
It is hard at midcourt, but you did see York get called for an over and back
But
call
we're right
earlier.
here. We are right here.
We do have a really good angle. His foot, he definitely was over the line.
Just under 5 left. Braden Richardson with the ball.
Man, this
Gonna
game
give it
is
to
flown
Cal.
by.
Cat.
Come on, Logan.
To Logan. To AJ. AJ driving left on Yusuf Cisse.
There we go.
Blocking foul called on Yusuf Cisse.
And
I'm going to be honest with you. The man to be nameless about his score prediction was pretty spot on.
yeah, holy smokes, he was
Pretty spot on.
yes.
Whether that be the way that he thought the game was going to be played rather than just missed shots, I don't know, but
Oh man, struggle to inbound here for York. Great catch by Chris Denko. You might think he even plays wide receiver, because he does. And this crowd is just getting loud, folks. Listen to them.
let's go! Yeah!
It's getting loud in here.
Kyle being doubled.
Yes, he's gonna go to the line now. Big,
He is going to go to the
Big-
line as the York Dukes are in the bonus.
big opportunity here for the Dukes.
And this could be a difference maker. What team will be sent to the line more here in the 4th quarter, and can they convert their free throws? We've seen it plenty of times here. First one is up and good for Kyle. We've seen it plenty of times. Missed free throws are the cause of losses.
No, really encouraging Coach Dunn on the sideline. I love watching him. You know, he's a great teacher, but he even seems like a greater guy. Kyle gets the second to go. 1-point game.
Cat. Chris Danko putting pressure on Yusuf Cisse off the inbound.
This would be a big win for the Dukes right here. This is one of the better teams they've played this year.
A huge one.
And this is a 6-3 Conant team who knocked off a good Hershey team. Oh,
There's a
open
three-point
three
shot
look.
here. Won't go.
Yes.
Ball tips out of bounds off the Cougars. York will get the ball down 1 point. Charlie was left hanging.
For a long time,
For a
man.
long time. AJ Levine in the corner. Look to find a pass.
Thought he was going to hit Kyle for 3 there, but great defense by Conant. Conant's done a good job of
Kristenko on
walling
the
those
flank.
off.
Moves right. Defender almost fell down. Over to Cal. To AJ. Back to Braden. Braden on the left wing. What's he going to do? He's going to dribble right and give it to Kyle. Kyle backs off. Gives it back to Braden. To Logan. Inside to Danko. Danko in the post.
No foul.
No foul call.
Oh, who's that going to be on? 2 shots. Let's go.
2 shots for the Dukes.
Come on, Chris!
It's a 1-point game. 3 minutes left to go.
First time I've called a York game this year. You know, I've had the pleasure. a
Might
few
be the
times.
best so far. First one's no good for Danko.
Chance now to tie. 3:12 left in the game. No one in the rebound for. Oh, my apologies. I can't see from my angle right now. There you go, Chris.
Chris Danko ties the game with the second free throw. 3 minutes to go. Game is tied 32-32. Yusuf Cisse. Timeout called.
Momentum shifted. Here we
Momentum
go.
has shifted, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, my question: is popcorn a good movie snack?
I think here and there. I don't think you can get popcorn every time you have a movie.
Agree.
If you're going to a movie theater, I think it's almost a given.
Yep.
Yes, popcorn is it's top tier. It's
It
the
is.
#1 choice.
It is the big
At
dog.
home, maybe like family movie night, you make a batch of popcorn. I understand that.
I just think it's there to fill space. I'm not a big popcorn guy,
It
but
might be. Have you ever put Sour Patch Kids in your popcorn?
I'm just gonna eat Sour Patch Kids at that point, man. It's just. I think
It's a
that's-
pretty good
I
combo.
think that's
together.
stupid. Hold on, we have
Ladies
some
and
input. We have
gentlemen
some
at
input.
home,
We have some input. Just really quick. We have some input. This is again Nels Media on Instagram. Tyler Nels. Some input on the situation.
Hey guys, I would just like to throw out there that Sour Patch Kids might be a little too sour to throw in the popcorn.
Interesting.
I mean,
He's lying.
I know there's some acetic acids or whatever that stuff is called that
Chemistry.
they make the sourness from, but I think it's too sour to put in the popcorn. It doesn't match.
I think
well
he's
with
never
the
tried it,
butters
ladies and gentlemen.
And the salts.
I think
So salty,
he's never tried
salty
it.
sour isn't a combo. You don't hear that often. That's not a combo you agree with.
I don't think I agree with it. I think I'd go chocolate in the popcorn.
M&M's.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
Milk Duds.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Junior
interesting,
mints.
interesting.
Would you try that?
Never. No.
Not a Junior Mint fan.
No, it's not that I'm against the Junior Mint. I think it doesn't mesh well again with the butters and the salts that are in the popcorn.
We're going to get back to
Good
action
take.
here.
Thank you, Tyler, again for your input.
Conant inbounds. Off the restart. A.J. Levine
Oh.
trying to press. Couldn't get the ball out.
Kyle.
Kyle knocks it loose. Conant able to retain. Into the
my
corner. To use
Oh,
CC.
yes! Let's go!
That is going to be over and back.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, fellas! Let's go, B! Come on!
2:50 left. Tie game, 32-32. Both teams in the bonus. We see that has helped the Dukes out a lot. Their past 3 points, all on free throws. Over to Kyle for three.
Oh!
Unable to make it. Jisrim's out.
Boy! Oh my goodness!
Unable to make the layup off the steal. Logan Rice.
This is intense!
This is crazy. Charlie, this is the game you asked for. Yusuf Cisse. Ball taken away. Bouncing around. Goes back to Conant. Back to Cisse. Up top. Swings it around. Danko tried to get a hand in. Couldn't get there. Corner. Driving baseline.
Draw that charge. He can draw that charge if he runs baseline like
Trapped.
that. Travel! Oh!
Yusuf Cisse. Chris Danko playing tough D. Cisse again.
Shout out Lazar Todorchev.
Side. Shot no good. Yes! Braden Richardson with the defensive rebound. A.J. Levine will bring it up the court against Yusuf Cisse. We've seen this matchup, said this matchup at least 30 times. Chris Danko with the ball.
And remember, if York draws a foul here, they're going to the line. So you can look to see them kind of attack.
And that might be a game
basket
plan.
aggressive.
That might be their game plan.
Yeah.
Go to the line. A.J. Levine driving to Danko.
Great pass to
Nice
Danko right there.
bounce.
That was a tight window. It's hard to see from.
Levine driving baseline. Takes a shot. Foul's called.
Block! Let's go! Levine to shoot two.
Foul. Levine to shoot 2 free throws.
Let's go, AJ!
Levine currently sitting at 8 points, second highest on the Dukes, behind yours truly, Cal.
You know, and I know we've made a lot of jokes tonight about the South Gym getting, the student section for York getting loud, but the parents here are getting loud. Also, a quick shout out to Bol, by the way. Bought his rookie card 3 years ago.
He's a beast.
He is a beast. Oh, man. Levine can't connect on either
Missed.
free throw. It happens.
Hey, tough break.
Now
Now
here's
it's
the
up
thing.
to the Dukes. Yusuf Cisse against Chris Danko once again.
I just like to make sure viewers know, Conant can technically hold the ball for the entire minute. No, they
shot
won't.
clock.
Short. York ball!
Ball thrown away by Yusuf Cisse when he hit the deck.
This is big. Timeout, Coach
call.
Dunn.
Like Charlie just mentioned, there is no shot clock at this Jack Tosh tournament. So if York wanted, they could hold the ball for the last 63 seconds and make sure they take the final shot in regulation. There is a car on the desk that Charlie is playing with.
He's something stronger. I want to hold this up. You said it. You could just go live whenever.
Final 63 seconds. Charlie, what is the best game pigeon game?
8 ball. Come on. Classic.
That's the
I'm
main
tired of the
pick.
cup pong.
Yep. I'm in agreement. And, you know, this is it. This is it.
All right, final minute here of York versus Conant. Score locked at 32.
We're in for a thriller in this last final minute. AJ Levine working against Yusuf Cisse.
And York, of course, able to hold for last shot.
And they might do that. If they have an open look, I wouldn't be surprised if they take it.
Conant pressuring high, though. Great opportunity here for York to get their
45
second
left.
win in the Jack Tosh.
AJ Levine. Just going to keep a hold of it, give it to Kyle.
Love Kyle.
To Richardson.
Could have stolen that away right there.
Braden's going to dribble around. Gets a little bit of pressure. Finds Logan. Logan looking.
Be smart, Logan.
Needs a pass.
Good
Timeout.
timeout. Good timeout. Good timeout.
That is a smart timeout from the Dukes. 23 seconds left to go. And now you can say for sure the Dukes will hold for the final shot.
A lot of heart on this team from York. I got someone next to me is trying to edge me onto something. I don't know exactly what he's doing. Mr. Dowdy, legendary
Dowdy
York
is
teacher
here.
in the building. Mr. D. Yep. Charlie Specht live on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Yep. Say what up. Say what up to the YouTube live. This is Mr. Dowdy, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, what up? Hope we had a good holiday and going to have a happy, wholesome new year because Elmhurst is a wholesome community.
That's a staple in the Elmhurst community right there, ladies and gentlemen. People don't know how much hard work Mr. Dowdy puts in. He's been helping us with the tournament. So big shout out to Mr. Dowdy. Great con law teacher. Great Gov teacher, right? Gov 2 years ago? You told me Gov 2 years ago?
One of the best in the business.
U.S. history, one of the 80 that there are. But Tyler wants to get on the mic really quick.
I would like to say something. You know, these guys have been fighting out here all day. It's been a hard-fought battle, and they've really been playing with.
He has no idea. He's on mute. No idea.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Tyler.
No clue.
Couldn't agree more, Tyler.
He had no clue.
Really
Brandon
political.
Richardson to Simon Redfern.
Here we go.
20 seconds. Here we go.
Last shot chance for the Dukes. Remember, a foul takes them to the line.
You think they got to go A.J. Levine here.
Yes.
They're going to give it 10 seconds.
They go to Richardson, to Redfern, to Kyle. Kyle, no way.
Shot.
Oh, go. We got OT, folks. We got OT in the South Gym. We're going to overtime. My goodness, Brian, what's your favorite candy?
I don't need candy.
You don't eat candy, all right.
But, you know, I enjoy a Hershey's bar from time to time.
That's weird. No one says Hershey's bar when they hear favorite candy. I'm not
you
gonna lie, that's a little bit
are
weird.
mean. You are really mean.
How are you, sir? Love to hear that. Love these refs. These refs. Ain't no way a freshman just told me I had a nice voice crack. His voice hasn't even came in yet, but you know, I'm gonna remember that over the next 2 days. Refs looking jolly. They look.
That's really mean of him.
That was really mean. That was not cool.
No need for that.
Usually you respect your elders.
Never need for that.
All right, Matt Ahern. Oh, you guys are screaming in the mics. Matt, thanks for the input. I'll move the mic a little bit away from my face. Does this
You're
sound
welcome,
better?
Matt Ahern.
Yeah, we are being. I know we're being.
We're being
really
very loud. We
I
are
know,
being
we
loud.
really We're just excited,
But
guys.
it's a thriller. We got to be excited.
It really
It's a
is
tie
thriller.
game.
Wow.
We're going to overtime.
We really are screaming into the mics. Wow.
Yeah, we're pretty loud. It's okay.
It is what
It's
it is.
all right.
We want to make sure you guys can hear us. You know, this South Gym gets loud. But again, thank you for tuning in. We got some extra basketball here. We got some extra basketball here for the Dukes. Dukes Conant locked at 32 after 4.
Ryan, you're a scumbag.
I knew. Yeah, I muted him. No, I muted him. It was just funny.
Sean Winton.
We'd like to give another quick shout out to our sponsors right before this overtime starts. Today's York Sports Network stream is sponsored by the following Elmer small businesses: Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmer's Camera located on Spring Road, which is family owned, community loved, and finally the Sutter Law Group for all your personal
Chris Danko fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
injury and defense litigation. Thank you again to those three. And yeah, Chris Danko to the line.
And another big shout out to Dr. Borchers.
A legend just walked into the gym, folks. That is Mr. Hardick himself. Nice to see him. He looks good.
He does a lot here for the program. He's been in the hospitality room all day today.
Danko cannot connect on the first.
AJ Levine getting low, trying to get that position.
Man.
Misses both. And Danko is mad. Now he's got to lock up and play defense on Cisse.
Man,
Cisse.
he really, he's got a quick first step, man.
He does. He's quick. Into the corner. Look to find something. Goes to Cisse. Danko reaching. Putting his hand in the cookie jar. Cisse. Up top. Moves left. Finds a pass. To the wing. 3-point shot. It'll fall. Camden Lathos.
Yeah, the player we expected to step up for Conant just stepped up big. First points in overtime. Go to Conant. Kyle. Thought he had the three. No. Richardson. Danko.
Kyle in the corner. Passes to AJ. AJ's going to take a three. Moving. He hits it. Let's go.
Come on!
All tied up once again.
That's big time from the junior.
We did already see a double OT game here in the South Gym earlier today. Will we get a second? Conant moving. Inside pass. That shot no good. Rebound. It's put back up.
That's a
and
great
in.
putback. That's going to be number 10, Shreyas Tuluri. Great putback by him to give Conant the lead.
Danko to Logan. Find Kyle. Over to Danko on the left wing. Moves right to Braden. Gonna drive in left, spin back right. That shot just can't fall. They're gonna get an offensive rebound blocked.
Oh, he's got to. That's going to be a foul on Logan Rice. He just gets it ripped out of his arms. And a jump ball still would have gone a Conant's direction, of course, but. Oh, he's going to go to the line.
They are in the bonus.
Oh, double bonus. Oh, is 10 double? Is 10? Is it? I'm actually not sure.
York has 7 fouls, not 10.
Oh, sorry.
This might be a
Thank
1-and-1.
This is a 1-on-1. It is a 1-on-1. Could be a big miss here if he can't connect on the first.
First shot.
The pressure building.
Oh, sinks it.
That's huge.
Sinks it.
That's a huge free throw right there.
This one's even bigger. Make it a 2-possession game with 2 minutes left here in overtime. The shot is up. Misses.
Yes.
Rebound, Redfern.
Come on, Simon. Come on, AJ. Come on,
He's gonna
AJ.
take a three.
Yeah!
He hits it.
AJ, let's go.
It's tied
Let's
up.
go, baby.
Again.
That's big. That's big.
38-38. 140 left in overtime. Conant.
One of the top players in this tournament for a region, AJ Levine. 2 big threes to knot it up for York in overtime.
Look at the difference on the bench. Everybody on the York bench standing up. Conant all sitting down. Pass inside.
Oh, travel. What?
Foul called.
I'm confused.
It looks like
I saw a pivot foot switch there for Conant. Certainly confused.
It was interesting. It was interesting there.
24, who hit one of his 2 free throws just a moment ago. Can't
This
connect
is
on the
it.
first. That's big. York with a chance to take the lead.
Like we've been saying. Free throws, a huge part of the game, especially in close ones.
Especially in close ones. That's the difference, right?
It's the difference maker.
Just like special teams in football games.
It's called free throws for a reason. You're supposed to make them.
Levine. Can the junior step up in that? No, he can't connect.
Too strong on the leg.
A minute left. Conant gonna launch it down court. Oh,
that was a good shot fake to get all the defenders jumping and then go back up under them.
The Conant coaches shaking each other in excitement on the sideline. 53 seconds left.
Still tied at 38. Timeout is called. Charlie, what are you thinking right now?
I'm getting a lot of positive messages about this live stream. You know, me and Brian, arguably the best duo in the state at, I mean, almost everything that we do together. Different live stream feel for us, you know. Definitely there's been some rogue moments of this live stream, and I can promise you, for those of you tuning into YSN and could, you know, possibly be frustrated with me and Brian, and we hope that you're not.
We hope you've enjoyed every moment with us.
Yes, of course. This is the only live stream in the entire tournament that has been this personal, you might even say. So if you're looking for something more professional, of course, we'll bring that to you tomorrow, because I'm sure we'll be on a call again tomorrow. Games do continue tomorrow.
Charlie and I will be back on the mic together tomorrow as well. Most likely.
Yes.
First one.
Let's go.
Misses. This is crazy.
Chris Danko just looked at me and gave me a big breath in. He a little smile there.
A little smart there.
Oh,
second one's good.
Second.
So Conant takes the 1-point lead with 50 seconds to go. We'll see what York's game plan is here. They might just hold for the final shot once again like they did at the end of regulation.
Oh, Levine. Oh,
Into Braden Richardson.
No foul. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Braden. I'm out of my seat, man. I'm hyped.
Braden Richardson is going
hyped,
to
bro.
the line to shoot 2 free throws. Down by 1 with 40 and a half
I'm
left.
juiced. I'm juiced right now, folks. I'm just a fan of the game. Sorry to anyone that's here, and I kind of just exploded behind them. Oh.
First one is short. Adam Hardick checks into the game for Simon Redfern.
It's loud in here.
It's getting loud.
It's really loud in here.
Actually is getting
People have
loud.
kind of started to funnel over from other games. Yes! That's big.
Second one ties it up.
And you would think Conant would hold for last shot here, but do you hold for last shot to try and, you know, you're okay with double overtime?
You got to take the best shot opportunity you can get.
Great. Oh, I thought there was a trap. I thought there was a trap, folks, and I was about to lose my mind.
The timeout was called.
I mean, people have really started to funnel in. This crowd's getting big. We got some Wheaton North fans here. What up, Wheaton North? Woo! Wheaton North's here. A lot of fans have trickled in.
Wheaton North played a good game today.
Wheaton North did play. Who did they defeat today? Batavia.
Yes.
Triple overtime. Double overtime. Look at this, folks.
Why are they still here?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Why are they still here?
That's a good question, because, I mean,
maybe they play them
that's
next?
a little bit of a car ride.
Who do they play next?
It's not this game, is it?
I don't know.
We don't know yet. No one on Conant.
We're not interviewing Conant.
York, we got a York one side. No one.
But what if we lose?
No one. If we lose, no one. If we lose, no one. If we win, we got some kids on here. I can't hear you. Well, I'll interview 2 players and a coach. We can get it done.
All right. We're to come back from break here.
Locked at 39. Yeah, that's right.
Conant
39
with
points.
Possession. Yes, 39, and we're in overtime.
And we're in overtime. This isn't the first second quarter. Danko looking electric. The refs with a little smile.
Hyped up.
Everyone's excited to be here. One of the better games in this tournament.
This game's massive.
The Duke's bench is on their feet.
On their feet. Conant, they look scared.
I'm
They look scared.
not gonna lie. I'm stressed out.
I'm scared.
I'm stressed out. Yeah, man. And this isn't even. This is a side bracket. This isn't even. Oh!
Shot was missed, but A.J. Levine tipped the ball out of bounds. So Conant will get another shot here with 27.4 left.
Something to note. Conant not taking their time.
Not at all.
Trying to put the ball in the net early.
Go get the best shot. Doesn't matter if it's at the final second.
I'm sweating bullets. Oh. Corner looks. Timeout Conant, man. Coach Dunn frustrated. Hard to see what he's frustrated about from here, but of course I don't know this York Dukes defense as well as he does. So just hard to tell.
I would expect he has a better knowledge of how the defense is ran.
Yeah, I know. This is probably my This is my 6th, 7th York game of the year. And I think they can play better than they've played today, too. And this is a good Conant team that they're tied with.
Shots were not falling in the first half.
Yeah, for sure.
And, this situation could be different. Both teams have missed free throws.
Yes.
And this is it, our final night alive. 24 seconds to go.
My hand that is holding the mic is currently shaking. I am nervous out of my mind right now. I haven't had a game like this. This is my 6th game. Not only is it York, where I truly care, I truly care who the winner is. Brian's hand is steady. Can't see it on camera.
I am a surgeon.
Not only do I care really who the winner is, because of course there's a lot of York bias, as I do attend York High School. For those just tuning in case you are, overtime classic right now, 39-39, Conant with a chance.
The two most winningest programs in Jack Tosh history battle it out in overtime. 20 seconds. Cisse.
You're going to get a last shot here from Conant.
It's getting loud. 15. Cisse driving. 3-point shot. Won't fall. Rebound Kyle.
Come on,
10
in
seconds
and out.
to go.
Let's go.
A.J. Levine with the ball. A.J. Levine driving left. Passes off to Brandon Richardson.
Let's go! That's a big dog play! Let's go, AJ!
Game winner.
Let's go!
3 seconds left.
Let's go! This gym's loud! Let's go! Come on! Let's go, AJ! Let's go!
That is a big boy kick and shot from A.J. Levine and Braden Richardson.
Let's go! Come on! Woo!
This gym just exploded.
And with 0.3 seconds left, that should be your ball game, folks.
It will take a miracle.
He connects.
Shot is good. Conant will take their final timeout. They need a miracle 3-point shot to go in to force double overtime.
All right, I have some insight I want to provide right now. So at home, I don't know if it's on the live stream. Is it on the live stream as 0.3 seconds? It's on the live stream as 0.3 seconds, correct? Okay, so I just want to clarify that with the great people who are running our scoreboard. Oh, sorry. That's Luca and TJ Silkaitis, both students here at York. But playing NBA 2K, the video game, there's a statement that's said in situations like this. The soonest or the least amount of time someone can even get a tip in, or a shot off, my apologies, a jump shot, is 0.3 seconds.
It is 0.3. So
it's 0.3, humanly possible, if I'm correct.
This will need to be an instant catch and shoot.
Not even. It's just kind of a shot. It's almost like a push-off.
Volleyball.
Yeah, right.
Set.
You're hitting it and you're kind of just extending, and that's just got to get in. Of course.
With that being said, that explains the risk. That explains the chance, how minuscule it is. Close to zero.
Let's go, fellas.
Close to 0% chance it goes in.
This is. I'd just like to say, Brian, it's been an honor calling this game with you. I've had the time of my life.
As well.
I've just had the time of my
And
life.
once again, we'd like to thank all the viewers at home.
Of course, yes.
Sticking
thank
with
you.
us through this overtime game. Maybe the best game of the tournament so far.
It could be the best game of the tournament.
Not a whole lot of offense.
Oh, Conant's got to launch it from down there. I mean, I just see there being.
There's zero shot.
I just see there being no announcer's curse here. Timeout White.
Timeout York.
I mean, at this point, why not, right?
Yeah.
Why not draw something else up? If I'm York.
Just dramatize it just a bit more.
So if I'm York, what you could do is you could put everyone on their own side of the court, but I feel like the only way Conant's going to score here, they're not going to get a three-point shot down on York side of the court, right? It's
No,
gonna
they don't have time to catch it and then put it up.
It's got to be. There's no Christian Laettner
It's got to be a full
catching
court
it turn.
heave.
Right. It's got to be like the only thing I can imagine. And I'm not sure who's working the camera, if he can even hear me. Okay, no, he can't. So I was going to say he could point it down here and I can demonstrate. But the only instance I can see something happening is you get a roll, and you can see my arm, but that's about it. You get a roll, and you kind of almost like lift it off the ground granny style.
Like,
yeah. Brian's going to, if you can see from here, yeah, you're basically just like, yeah, basically you're just
you saw me in
propelling
the
it.
bottom right. That's
You're
what he's
just
saying.
propelling it off the ground as
I'll
the only
demonstrate it. Nah, we don't
real
have
chance.
time.
As the only real chance. So.
All right, here we go. Game on the line for Conant. 0.3 seconds to come up with a miracle.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
It does
Big
not
time.
happen.
Big
The York
time.
Dukes win the basketball game.
Yes, sir. Chris Danko with a smile. Hey, make
down.
sure, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay tuned. We'll be interviewing a few players from York. And, of course, most notably, Coach Dunn, Mr. Dunn. Right after this, the Dukes defeat a 6-3, or my apologies, a 7-4 Conant team now after the Jack Tosh. 42-39 in overtime. Brian, that was awesome, man.
Mark that down as a top 3 game in the tournament so far.
I got to interview some people, so I'll be right back.
We will be interviewing players. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this YSN live stream. Stay tuned for interviews with a few York players and coaches. Final score is 42-39. Thank you for watching. I got to interview you.
Right here? Right here? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
For what?
I got to interview you.
For what?
Let's go. Let's go. Good stuff. All right. I'm going to start with Braden. I'm going to start with, we good? Am I good? All right, I'm going to start with Braden Richardson. I'm Charlie Specht here for York Sports Network. Braden Richardson, the game-winning and one play. Just walk me through that play coming down the court.
We had AJ coming down, trying to get a bucket. He saw an open lane, dished it to me. I finished it. Finished through the contact, finished the game.
It was athletic. That was athletic. Little for Braden. It was beautiful. Thank you, Braden. I'm gonna go to AJ really quick. You're the one who made the pass. I talked to Braden. Just walk me through it a little bit, because from down here it was loud.
I knew I had to get the ball in my hands, just make a play. I got by my first guy. I saw the dump off. I just made the play. I trusted Braden. I knew he was going to finish, and we won the game because of it. Simple.
Thank you, AJ. One of the better finishes in this Jack Tosh. York Dukes defeat Conant here. York Dukes' second win in the Jack Tosh this year. I'm Charlie Specht. Behind the camera, TJ Selkaitis. I was joined by Brian Grant. Electric. Just absolutely electric here in the South Gym for the York Dukes. They get the win. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everyone, have a good night.